today we are Florida flea market video game hunting. You can tell from this aptly placed palm tree right here. Now, we've been to this pawn shop a couple times in the past before, but never on camera. And honestly, it's a little bit sketchy. The reason that I say it's sketchy is that this entire place is filled with a whole bunch of like Chinese knockoff stuff. Like, I don't think that semi-green SpongeBob is necessarily official, but the reason that we're here anyways is that they also have video games. All right, so we just connected with Joe, the owner of Galaxy Games here. Apparently he's a viewer of the channel, which is awesome. And yeah, he seems to have pretty reasonable prices on a lot of this stuff. So even though I'm very limited in the actual space that I have because I've got a carry-on backpack that I'm bringing back to Kentucky, I'm still gonna buy as much stuff as I possibly can. So let's look around and see if we can find some deals. All right, so looking at the original Xbox stuff, one thing kind of caught my eye down here. It is this dual Sega GT02 and Jet Set Radio Future. Okay, yeah, it's got both the manuals in here. Looks pretty clean, honestly. This one's been doing really well for me on Amazon, like disproportionately to what it normally goes for on eBay. I don't see a price on this, so we'll put this in our stack to ask about. All right, so we've run into a little bit of a hiccup here. My service is incredibly slow, so we may have to go a little bit old school and just rely on the old noggin in terms of figuring out what the market prices might be on Amazon for some of these games. So this right here is what you like to see at a flea market booth. General pricing for all of these games. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through, ooh, especially at that. Looks like there's a decent number of complete PS1 stuff over here. There could be some finds in there for $5. So I just pulled this guy out, the Die Hard Trilogy 2. I was like, oh, that could be a good deal, but it totally faked me out. NBA Live 98, not quite as exciting. So as I'm looking at this, I realized that it's actually, you can get 5 of these games for 20 bucks or $4 a piece. And as I'm looking at some of these, a lot of these are more like, you know, $8 to $10 games. So I thought if I get 5 of these, they could be really good to lot up and sell on Whatnot, which by the way, is the sponsor of today's video. There are 3 things you guys need to know about Whatnot. Number 1 is that it is a live auction app where I take a bunch of the stuff that I find in videos just like these and sell them to you guys, my viewers. Number 2 is if you download the app through the link in my description, you get $10 free to spend on whatever you want on the app, no questions asked. And number 3 is that in the next few months, I'm going to be going live on there almost every single week. So when you download it, give me a follow so you'll know when I go live. And in the first week of February, I'm doing something I've never done before, which is a co-auction with none other than the illustrious Retro Rick.
For my son!
All this stuff on this table here is stuff that I'm going to be auctioning off in my auction this week. And mind you, all of these bundles, these aren't individual. These are lots of games that I'm auctioning off all at once. This stuff is all absolutely killer. And that's all I've got for you, folks. Download the app, catch me and Rick the first week of February. It's going to be an absolute blast. Let's get back to the game hunting. All right, so the titles I came away with for the Whatnot lot are Turok Evolution, Worms 4 Mayhem, Lord of the Rings 2 Towers. $4 a piece for all these is really solid. Forza Motorsport, and Midway Arcade Treasures. If you want a shot to buy all of these on there, give me a follow on Whatnot. And in here, looks like we've got some higher dollar goodies, including, check this out, Lion King with the box for 30 bucks. Normally I'd definitely buy that, except I just really don't want it to get crushed in my backpack on the way home. Ooh, complete Game Genie for 40, that's kind of cool.
Game Genie for Game Boy with super small code book.
Excellent!
All right, so Joe, the owner, just pulled out this box from the back of super cool stuff. Look at this, VHS Legend of Zelda. That is so cool, and a ton of guides in here. These things are unfortunately pretty heavy. Got Final Fantasy. Oh my gosh, that is one of the coolest guides I've ever seen. I may have to pick this one up just for me for the collection. Got an old Nintendo Power, Forbidden Game Secrets, that's amazing. Final Fantasy, Chrono Cross, Ultimate Strategy Guide for Pokemon cards. That is amazing, wow. Here we got a little stack of Xbox stuff here.
Okay.
That was all from outside, and then a couple of these guides. I know you hadn't priced these yet.
Yes, I haven't.
Ultimate Strategy Guide and the Pokemon Stadium one.
Okay.
Just interested in what you might have on those.
15 each.
Good to meet. Yeah.
Good to you.
Appreciate
We
it.
got 30, and then we got, I'm doing 5 for 20 out there, so you
Okay.
got 25 right here. Okay, so 55?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate that. All right, so big shout out to Galaxy Games. Hooked me up with another $5 discount after that. We got both the strategy guides, 15 bucks a piece. I thought was pretty decent, as well as the 6 Xbox games. So let's keep going around this random flea market here and see what else we can find. It's like a leaning tower of turtles. Oh, we just fell. You guys are gonna say that I'm lying, but last time we were here, I literally saw a kangaroo in a cage. Really crossing my fingers that we see one of those again. All right, so I know a lot of you folks aren't necessarily into vintage clothes, but we stumbled upon this booth here that has 5 Harley tees for 20 bucks, which is just a solid steal. I don't know if I can pass it up. Like, look at that graphic. Oh yeah, look at that. There you go. A little large sleeveless there. Pretty solid graphic there as well. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's 4. That's gonna have to be number 5 right there. Nice. 5 Harley tees for 20 bucks. How can you even beat it? We even saw the last one was from Sturgis, which is super cool. And check this out. A bunch of He-Man stuff. Well, a couple He-Man things in there. Looks like that guy's got 35 on him. You Motu people can tell me if that's a good deal or not. Hey, look. I didn't realize they sold Editor Riff here. All right, folks, we found a Pokemon card vending machine here. Gonna try our luck for 50 cents. Apparently it could be anything. Cross my fingers for Poliwhirl.
Wow, yep.
Here we go. Here we go. Ghastly, regular common. We've got 50 more cents. Let's try our luck. Cue the dramatic music riff.
No. You were mean to me. You get stupid circus music.
Oh, just kidding. Here we go.
Bruh.
Okay. Regular, Munna, common. Holy cow, people. This booth that we just found is insane. Look at this, just stacks of games back here. I totally thought this was like a Christmas decoration booth, because I mean, they've got a bunch of like antiques and stuff over there, but over here is just, oh my gosh, look at all these stacks of Wii's, that's crazy. And then tons of controllers. Oh my gosh, more cameras than you can shake a stick at. This is crazy. I hope they have like general pricing here. Maybe we can get some bargains. Let's see if we can find any prices on these guys. Oh, $45, not the best. Maybe Pokemon, ooh, $50. We'll keep looking around, maybe we'll find a little hidden gem. So this is the exact game that we found at that other spot, the combo pack. Oh shoot, unfortunately. I did find a whole bag of Skylanders stuff here, which is interesting. I thought I'd look for some Imaginators. I think this DK actually may go for some decent money, so maybe we'll keep that out. I haven't seen any of those big black diamond bases in here though. Yeah, I'm not seeing any Imaginators, unfortunately. But if any of you guys see anything of interest, you can let me know. So one thing that I kind of spied in here is these guys. Looks like they don't have a price. We may need to ask for a price on these. If they were like 10 or so, I would do that. Looks like they've also got some retro stuff in a case back here. Mario World Return to Dino Land, that's interesting. N64 stuff, some DS, kind of cool. Ooh, I am interested in how much that guy is. PSP as well. Okay, maybe a deal to be done there.
The red one is the one that's completely sealed.
Okay.
And then
And the other-
all have the gold pieces, and the 2 blue ones have the certificate sealed still.
Are those two both Poliwhirl?
They're both the same, yes.
Okay.
And this is the only one that's different.
What did you have on those guys?
Those are 55, and this one is 150. We had about
Okay.
12 of them, and that's all we have left.
I did have a question on these guys. I didn't see any
Yeah.
prices. Do you know what?
Yeah, so these I normally sell for 25. You can't find these anymore.
Okay.
And then this guy right here is part of the game. I'll do $6 on this one.
6 on that?
Yeah, on
okay.
Donkey Kong.
I think I will do that. What did you have on the DS down there?
The DS, the 3DS XL is 140 with the power cord. This one is actually a Luigi limited edition.
Okay, 140. All right, so I am gonna go ahead and take a risk on this guy for $6. This 25, it's just too much, so I'm gonna leave that. But we went ahead and looked up that 3DS XL, the Mario and Luigi version. That's what it looks like, and on Amazon, the buy box right now is $319. So I think there may actually be enough room there if it's in good shape. It does have the game in there. I may pass on that just with the wear on the back, but I do appreciate it. What do you know what they had on those loose DS games, the ones without the cases down there? Are these all different prices or?
Yes.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'd be interested in this guy potentially.
Let me ask you.
Great, thank you.
This Pokemon is 25.
25.
That's the dash. That's for the original Pokemon.
Okay. If I bought this and the little figure, would you work any deal with me?
I'll give you the figure for 5, and this 25, 30 I'll do total.
30 total?
Cash, yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. So that shop was a total surprise. Did not expect to find any games in there, but we did come away with Donkey Kong, which I couldn't look up, so I don't actually know what it's worth, and Pokemon Dash for 25, which I think is an okay deal. I think I'll make a little bit of money. Last I checked, it was around 40 after fees. Most of their stuff wasn't really in my price range, but other markets are different than the ones that I sell on, so I'm not really one to price shame folks. I think we still have one more booth to get to that should have a decent number of video games. All right, folks, so as we are heading now to the other end of the flea market to hopefully find that last video game booth, just wanted to say, if you've been enjoying this video, go ahead and tickle that subscribe button.
This is not okay. This needs to stop.
As you all know, Al the algorithm loves it when people do that, so much so in fact that he gives me a little tickle.
Just stop.
All right, I'm gonna stop now. These are $5. The higher dollar ones are there. Okay. Well, I'm all about some $5 games. Sealed Pro Strike Golf with a little bit of lint on it, but still $5 for a sealed PS2 game. Not quite sealed, but you know what I mean. Whoa. Sega CD games? I did not expect to see these. Surgical Strike, Rage in the Cage, Jam Pack. So we found this random DVD booth with a whole bunch of cool stuff in it, and I found one that actually will be somewhat profitable. My service is still terrible, but I did manage to find this sealed Samurai Jack season. You can see it's $10, and on Amazon it'll be 20 after fees in new condition, so that's not bad. I'll go ahead and pick that up. All right, folks, last video game booth here. Let's see how we can do. Paying up for those right now. That'd be good to get. What do you have on this Galaxy?
By rights, those go for about $240. I would do like $210.
$210. Well, I will keep poking around, thank you. So they do have a lot of really cool games in this case. Unfortunately, this kind of sign tends to be a bad sign that you're not likely to get any good deals. So Joe at the other store did kind of warn us that this wasn't necessarily the place to come if you're looking for screaming deals, but we wanted to come check it out anyway. Okay, that is freaking cool. This isn't a GameCube Gambit episode, but what was the price on this guy? Oh, okay.
Nintendo Game Boy Advance deal. I've had it for a while. They say almost 20 online in the package. I'll do 12.
Okay.
I've had it for quite a while.
I would do that. Appreciate it. All right, so I'm pretty sure I got it on camera. I don't know. Hopefully you guys were able to see it, but the store owner was a little bit of a character. And when I asked about this, he came up and just yoinked it right out of my sweaty little hands. But luckily, ended up giving us a pretty solid price on it of $12, which I thought was great for a still sealed GameCube accessory. It's the kind of thing that I probably could flip if I wanted to, but I think this is gonna look really killer on the GameCube Gambit shelf. Alrighty, so this right here is all the stuff that you guys saw me pick up today. This here is my already very full travel bag. So wish me luck on that. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely check out this one right down here where I went video game hunting literally in somebody's house. It's another kind of weird video game hunting vlog. That's about all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will catch you on the flip.